What's up, everybody? So welcome back to my channel, Green Men Grow 7. I'm Sean Knight, and today is a day where I can reflect on a plant that I did not think was going to make it. And so I want to show you today's plant. It is the Black Knight Philodendron. Can you see that? This is the oldest leaf. Look how dark that leaf is. That's why they call it the Black Knight. Has the same last name as I do, I might add. This leaf unfurled about a week and a half ago. And look how dark it is already. And then we have a new leaf here that's unfurling. And so, look how dark the petiole is. But if you can see here, look how dark that stem is. And I am going to insert a picture here so that you can see how this plant is. Look how big the plant is. Look how big and massive that stalk is. That it's just something else, isn't it? I don't think that anyone will get that big in your home, but the story with this is that I got this plant a while back. And I did not think it was going to make it. It came with this leaf, and then it had another leaf. And then I was observing the plant, and as the plant was acclimating to my home, I was like, something is not right with this plant. It's just not doing anything. So a month went by, 2 months went by, just didn't do anything. So then I repotted it. I lost the other leaf, and then nothing. For another month, 2 months, 3 months, nothing. All of a sudden, this leaf unfurled, and then right after it unfurled, this one started to grow, and it's at this point where I anticipate that it's going to unfurl. Probably by the end of this week, I should have my new leaf out. But to show you how, like this leaf, this philodendron is like the Dark Knight. The difference is that the Dark Knight, when the new leaf grows, it grows red. And then it unfurls, and then it slowly goes between that red to green. It doesn't get as dark as this. That's pretty dark, right? On its way to being as dark as this, and that's why they call it the Black Knight. And I'm telling you all of this is because I purchased this here in Chicago. I didn't have this mailed to me. I didn't have this delivered. It didn't go through the mail system. But sometimes you get a plant, and if it doesn't seem like it's going to do anything, you just got to work with it. You just got to give it some tender loving care, some TLC. And that's what I did. I made sure it had its nutrients when it needed. I made sure to give it its correct light. And then as we got into the fall, what I did was I put it under a grow light. And when I say this, because I had a comment and I want to honor the comments, when I say I put it under a grow light, it wasn't directly, the grow light wasn't here. The grow light where this plant is had to be about, I'll say 5 to 6 feet away from the plant. But the light is strong enough to give it's a full spectrum light, and it's powerful enough to give it the light and the nutrients that it needs. And then I just would give it some nutrients in the water like we do. But I just wanted to look, now it's starting to do what I needed to do. And I've had this plant for a little while now. And so for a long time, so if you have a plant that is just not doing anything, all you got to do is have patience, love on it. Don't be like, well, that's, sometimes we can get into that funk of saying, well, I'll just buy another one. And that's okay if that's what you want to do. But I paid a little bit of money for this plant because I wanted it, and it wasn't doing anything. And so, but now, look at that. Holla at your boy. Look at that right there. And so as a result, the Black Knight Philodendron. I like this plant because, as you could see, I'm going to insert the picture again. The plant, these leaves just get huge. And quite natural, I'll say it again, the plant that you see in the picture is not going to reflect what I'm going to have in my home. because, you know, that's growing in the ground with all of the resources to grow as big as it needs to under the sun, outside, the roots reaching and doing whatever it needs to do outside. But here in a contained situation, I can get it big as I need it to get for my space as I upgrade it in repotting. But yep, look at that. I like that. I like that the leaf, and if it looks black from the camera, it really isn't. If you see it in person, the leaf is green. It's just so dark green that it comes across with light as black. And that's why I'm showing you this leaf as well, because this leaf is only a week and a half old. And then if you could see the new leaf that's getting ready to unfurl, that's not dark at all. It took this leaf a week to get this dark, and it's going to continue to get dark until it's like this. And that's the black Knight Philodendron. But also the petiole being that dark and the stem being that dark as it is in the picture. And so it just gives me life, because I want it to just get big. As I always say, I want that true urban jungle feel where you just open the door and you come home, and in that section you have a plant like this that's growing out massive with leaves like this, that's just big, that's climbing. And this is a climber, and it's just going to continue to do what it needs to do. But I wanted to feature this plant today because you don't see many of these, and it is, again, in the same philodendron family that's in comparison with the Dark Knight, with the Royal Queen, with the Pink Princess, with the Majesty, and I'll be doing a video about the Majesty soon because I have that plant as well. But yep. And like I said, my joy is that I purchased this plant because I loved it, you know, quite naturally when I saw it. And then when I received it, it didn't do anything. And I was perplexed because I was doing what I normally do. And the only difference is that I kept it in the medium that it was in from the grower, because it looked healthy. It didn't seem that it had anything wrong with it. And when it continued to not do anything month after month, I was like, no, something is going on. And so then that's when I repotted it. And then I watered it and gave it some nutrients. And then I just left it alone, in the sense of not repotting it again, not trying to over fertilize, but just giving it what it needs so that it can finally produce. And then after a while, the new leaf came, and now I'm going to have this new leaf. And so again, I only say that because you probably have been or will be in that same situation where you'll get a plant and you'll be like, normally when I get a plant, this happens. And within this period of time in my home or in my growing situation, this occurs. And if it doesn't, just give it time. Again, I'm Sean Knight, and I want to thank everybody because my channel has reached over 100 subscribers, and I am so appreciative and so happy that you are following me on this journey and liking what I'm showing. And if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Hit the notification so that you are alerted when I upload a new video. And again, thank you so much.